right, so we had some calls over the weekend, and we're going to be setting up some times today to go in this house and show it. But I wanted to meet with the contractor first, who said it was rent ready, before we have our showings with potential renters. They called us to walk through today. So we're going to meet with the contractor here in a minute. As soon as he shows up, he's running a little behind, and then we're going to do a quick walkthrough and see what it looks like. So apparently we have a major water leak happening in this house right now, so I got to grab some tools and go see what we have to do to try and get it fixed. We have a tenant in the back that doesn't have any water because the city came to turn the water off at the street, which is feeding both the front duplex and the rear cottage. So we have to figure out what we have to do to fix it so we can get water back to the back tenant while we fix the issues inside the duplex in the next 4 to 5 days. So I'm going to grab my tools and we're going to go on inside. So if you want to show me while I'm grabbing this stuff. I don't normally do this type of work myself anymore. I used to do it all myself, but when you can't find good contractors to do the job, sometimes you just have to do it yourself. What do you think that is? It's a torch. I use it for so many different things, and I just had to buy a new one today because we're here. I knew we were going to come here and do some work. All right, we're going to grab the tools. We're going to go inside and see what we got to do to get this job done. This is nice. City of Milwaukee, sidewalk, snow, and ice clearing notice. Oh shit. Look at this. Look at this. There's no ice and snow up here. What the hell is this crap? Freaking City of Milwaukee pisses me off. Let's check it out. See if the contractors did its job. The floors aren't even clean in here. Look at it. The windows don't have blinds on them. What the heck? I expected this to be rent ready. Unbelievable. What in the holy crap? Butter in there. Oh my god. What the heck happened here? Oh, the bathroom floor got like a sheet of ice. Unbelievable. The door is frozen shut, the toilet's completely overflowed. Completely iced over. Ah, man. This is ridiculous. So, I thought this place was going to be rent ready, and we come in here and there's ice under the sink and ice in the bathroom. What happened?
We were trying to get the power on. You know, so without any power, we can't do any work. And so now, this is what we got, busted pipes.
So when you came in here, the water was running?
Yeah.
Why didn't you call me, man?
Tried.
So, okay, so we cut the water off. What's the situation now with the bathroom and the kitchen like this?
And the situation is, we gotta let it thaw out, get the power, let it thaw out. Tear out some walls, find all the leaks, put it back together.
This is crazy. Absolutely craziness. All right, well, let's go downstairs. Show me what's going on downstairs. Oh man, look at this. Did you guys break any of this open, or it just fell like that?
It fell like that.
Oh, look at that. Unreal. Good thing no one was standing here when this happened. Holy crap. So how did that ice get up there? Was it spraying off the sink? Oh, so you saw it when it was spraying?
It was a mountain of ice going up the wall here, coming down. This whole back room filled with water. That's laminate flooring in there, so I don't know if we have to pull that up once it dries out. So that's laminate.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is it's gonna warp. So I might have to pull that stuff up or put carpet in or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably have to sledgehammer this up and then haul the ice outside so we don't get any more water damage in here. So when it thaws, we can let it be, right? So So the bathroom ceiling's got to be tore out too. Same problem in there. All right, so we have a lead pipe coming out of the ground there. It clearly needs a shut-off valve put on it. We have a shut-off valve right here. Down here coming out of the ground. So we can put a shut-off valve there. We do have a shut-off valve here, but there's a T which runs up into the unit. We'll have to get this place thawed out, put the shut-off valves on, and then turn the shut-off valves on, see where our leaks are, and then start from the first leak, fix it. There'll be another leak, fix it. Another leak, fix it. But we gotta have the shut-off valves installed so we can turn it on and off in between, so we turn the pressure off. Okay, we want to run and make sure that both furnace thermostats are in the off position. So we're in the basement of this house where the power was turned off, obviously heat was turned off, and the house was supposedly winterized by the last management company, and clearly it wasn't properly winterized. So right now we came into the house to assess the damage, and we're going to try and get the heaters fired up so we can thaw all the pipes out, put our shut-off valves in, and then start repairing the lines that had frozen, so we can get this house back up and ready. We have people waiting to move into it. So we're going to try and get the furnaces fired up right now. Gas is on in both? Yep. Okay. So when we service the furnaces, you have to turn off this line, you have to turn off the power, and you have to turn off the thermostat. And then we have to let it cycle for a second. We got the gas on. The gas is on outside. So we should be, do you have your pipe wrenches with you?
Yep.
All right, go grab those. Sometimes we have to purge the line right there. It's probably been purging since we turned the power on, so we may or may not have to do that. I'm going to try and go through the cycle. Baldy, turn the thermostat on. And turn it up. So sometimes we have to purge the gas lines in furnaces when they've been turned off for a while. And we may have more issues because this basement was probably flooded from all the water. So we're just going to try and see if we can't get them lit ourselves. Otherwise, we have to call an HVAC guy in to service the furnaces. It's trying to cycle right now, if you can hear that. It's getting rid of the exhaust, the nasty exhaust. And if it doesn't open up, it doesn't tell that sensor to open up the gas line. So it's just a precautionary so it doesn't blow out. So I think the inducer motor is bad. Now it's spinning the way it should be, but it ain't firing. So it isn't telling it to release the gas. Popped anyways. And they may have a coupler in the truck. And then we got to be able to connect that to the shut-off valve. And then we'll connect this up here. But we need a new one of these. Shut off the water. Definitely not this. Alright, so I just need to put a shut off.
I was
just looking at the eye.
Okay. So this is all lead coming out of, they ran the lead through the concrete and then up into the house?
Yeah, well from the street to the meter, it's always lead.
Okay.
Unless, I've only had one out of about 100 houses where I had to actually change it from the street to the house and then it's copper. But all these old houses have lead coming from the street to to the water meter. In this particular house, we have lead coming to the water meter, and then from the water meter, there's 3 places where it comes into this house, and then it continues to the back house and comes in the back cottage. So when we had the water breach, we put a shut-off valve at the meter. When we turn it off, it turned everything off. When we turn it on, we still have the leaks throughout the house and no water to the back.
I see.
So now we have to install 3 additional shut-off valves in the 3 different lines that they have coming into the house in 3 different locations in the basement.
But you have to bypass everything that's running through the concrete then.
We are just putting shut-offs, so that runs continuously to the back house.
Okay.
So it can be on at the street all the time, and we can turn it off inside the basement with the shut-off valves. Normally, there's 1 shut-off valve for the whole house.
Right.
In here, there has to be 4 shut-off valves, which is very uncommon. I have not seen this yet, and I've been doing this 7 years.
Yeah, very nice. I haven't seen lead pipe since I was in, I was in med school there for a year. But
Oh,
yeah,
geez,
nice.
that was
That was ancient history, yeah.
20 years ago.
No, it was 40 years ago, but thanks for reminding me.
All right, so we're gonna go to Crown and get some plumbing supplies so we can do our lead packs and show you guys how to put lead pipes back together.
Yo, let me ask you. The lady in the back that's renting from you now, she wants to know about the apartment in the front,
What house are we talking about?
South 11th Street.
That's Nevia?
Yeah.
Dude, she ain't moving into any of our houses. She has bed bugs in her house. That dirty, nasty. Tell her she needs to clean up her mess and get her life straight. She's not moving into any more of our houses.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but no, can't get that out.
Tell her to get rid of her bed bug problem she brought into her own house.
You say you gotta get rid of the bed bugs. Okay, fine.
Crazy. What the hell do people think these days? Come to Crown Plumbing. Get all your plumbing supplies. Hey, how are you? Yeah, Chris Randall.
We better than that.
You guys are. Well, I got some easy lifesavers.
That's right.
I didn't even have to tell you what I needed. You knew right away. Yeah, so I'll need 2.
Ain't two of them.
I need to go here and here, and then I need to put the shut-off valve in between the 2.
Why do you need two? If you say you do, you do.
I do. I need to put a shut-off valve in between them. Somewhere in here.
No problem. Is it for the meter? Or not?
It's weird because I have a meter coming to the house, and I got 3 more of these lines that feed past the meter. We already put one of those on, and then found out that we.
All right.
Sir.
The difference between that and this is, shit, $15.
Yeah, perfect.
The meter valve is 26. This ain't for 13.
All right, so I can put this guy here. I need another one for here.
Another what? Okay.
Yes. Like that. Yep. And then I need to have this in between the 2.
Okay.
This is exactly the length that I have.
I can do that.
Okay.
You want to wind, you want to put these on there, but you want to wind up with 17 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bendable.
Yeah, I know. 17 is, don't worry, I can help you.
And then I also need a shut-off valve on there that connects to here.
Why not? You lost me.
I need this. This goes into another lead
Yeah, that's right.
fitting.
But it's the same size.
Right.
It's 3/4.
Yep.
So
I
you need
to put
another shut-off
I need
valve?
a shut-off valve here that's not to the meter.
Yeah.
That plugs into
another
this.
one like this.
Yep.
This thing is staying in the butt.
I gotta go. Can you take my
Well, I have to go. I gotta. When you get old, you got doctor's appointment and you got.
Oh, we were
all
talking
kind of
about that
problems.
earlier.
Yeah. He got everything you need here, except he got to make this the same length. It don't have to be brass or nothing. It ain't meter code or nothing. Okay. Same as
You
this.
just need to plug this into here and this into here.
Right.
That's because they didn't do it correctly. Then we'll have to cut and then put couplers on. Coupler will go on top of that and on top of the other thing. Like that one I was showing you. Put it all the way in and then you clamp that down.
John, Kevin's on line 1
seal. And it's lead right there, so it's got a lead pack. So then that seals to the lead for watertight. And you come off here, shut off valve, vice versa. And all the way down in as well. We gotta take a file this down. It's pretty easy. I got a file in my plumbing box in the truck. Get out of here! Send Anthony, he's good at that stuff. You know that, he did that before for me and he did a damn good job. Okay, so we're here at our Southside house where we had the freeze up because the water was left on and it wasn't winterized properly, and no electricity, no heat, water's popped. It got to be 40-some degrees this weekend, and of course, as it thawed, the flood ensued. We couldn't turn off any of the water in the house because there was no shut-off valves at the main lines coming in. So we've had to install 4 shut-off valves in order to get the water stuff. We shut the water off at the street, but now we have to put the shut-off valves on, turn the water off the street, open the valve up, and then find out where our leaks are going upstairs. So we had to install this lead pack in order to put the shut-off valve on, in order to link it in to the rest of the plumbing going throughout the house. So we had to do this 4 times, and this is the second of the 4th that we're going to be doing. So pretty simple plumbing. Someone should have did this years ago and they didn't, so here we are, kind of picking up the pieces. Unfortunately, we had a lot of extensive water damage upstairs because this wasn't done properly years ago, but it will be done correctly now. So stay tuned, we'll probably have some more footage of the rest of the plumbing as we fix it. Up for about 12 hours before we can turn the water pressure on. Straight angle. And then we pressurize it to see where the rest of the leaks are. Okay, so we're gonna get this ice out of here so it doesn't cause any water damage. So we're gonna see if we can break it up. It shows right off the back. Right off the back door. It's a vagina. It's like a winner's vagina. Santiago.
Keep it in your freezer.
In there. As you can see, the door is frozen solid, and the toilet's completely overflowed solid. We're trying to break this ice out so we can get the door out. So we're trying to throw the bathtub to the drain. Now that we got the heat on, electricity back on. So this is what happens when someone doesn't winterize. The toilet overflowed because the water lines didn't have the shut-off valve on, and the toilet is completely one big ice sculpture. We got about 3 inches of ice on the floor, and I just wanted to look inside here. Well, they're nice enough to empty that out. Unfortunately, this toilet's probably cracked. It is completely overflowed and frozen. I've never seen anything like it. just bust the ice up, and then if it melts, maybe it'll go down the drain. Instead of busting the toilet right here, we'll just try and get the ice off of it. So later, we actually get to save the toilet. It'll be kind of a fun story to tell. Look at how thick that is. Wow. It's amazing. I'm glad it's white and not brown. That's the old shut-off valve. So we need another lead pack. That lead pack's bad right there. Get it leaking. You still got a leak, buddy.
Leak?
Yeah. This is probably what's filling the hole up. I think it's that lead pack. So we'll have to clean all that off and then take that apart. See if we can get it to seal first. When we loosened up this one, or tightened it, it probably messed up the lead pack. So we might be able to tighten it down if we clean that up. And if not, then we'll have to replace the lead pack. Let's take it off and then clean up that lead piece and put another one on there.
Hey, I told you I was going to get a shot. I'm on South 18, and obviously the water issue was a little more than just frozen pipes. There was 4 spots where there was no shut-off valve that was feeding the front house and the back house, which of course couldn't be turned off until the city got here. And after they got here, obviously there had been extensive water damage. So we just finished breaking up all the ice from the upstairs and the downstairs. We went ahead to get lead packs and put the pipes back together, coming into the house with shut-off valves on each of the 4 spots where the water main was coming in. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll explain it to you with pictures. I wanted to have you on the phone so I could explain it to you. But at any rate, we now have water for the back tenant. Since Saturday, we haven't had any water for them. So we got all the shut-off valves on, we got it pressurized. The water coming to the front house is shut off at the valves as it comes into the house. We have to get the heat on and start thawing it out, and then let me know, we'll get into what pipes need to be replaced and drying it out. Most importantly, there's a lot of water that came through and a lot of ice that we just spent about 2 hours breaking up and getting it out of the house before it melts again. So just wanted to give you an update and give me a call. We need to talk about it. Thanks. Landlords that don't want anything to do with their problems, children beating their houses. But we're here to help. We got here and fixed the problem. We got the shut-off valves on and got the ice cleaned up. So, on to the next project. Happy Monday.